What's up? Xanderro Gaming here, and today we are going to be going over my yellow hybrid deck with a purple base. Very control-y deck. That's the main reason you run the purple base. You can have a little bit more control over what you're doing against your opponent, and it's a super good deck. If you're looking to play anything in the format, I definitely recommend this. If you're into very grindy, control-y decks, it's a lot of fun, and you'll be seeing it a lot, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and get into the start of it with the eggs. We're going to be doing 2 of the Demi-Marimon and 3 of the Xiaomons. We're running this lineup because you want to see both of these at certain times in the game. Pretty much early game you want to see the Demi-Mara, and later in the game you want to see the Xiaomon. This helps you control your opponent if they leave any of their Digimon out suspended. You can swing into their Digimon with Retaliation. It's a super good card, and then the Demi-Mara just helps you flow through your deck a little bit more with the Undeletion, draw one, trash one. Super good. I like this lineup of the 3-2 to help you be a little bit more versatile into what you're trying to play. All right, and for the purple package, we're going to be doing 3 Tapermon, 3 Gazimon, and 3 Elecmon for the purple rookie base that we got going on. So going to be starting off with the Tapermon, just a consistency card. On deletion, you get to draw a card. Really, really good. Helps you cycle through your deck, see the cards that you need. And with the Tapermon and the Elecmon, you're really going to be playing pretty aggressively. You're really just going on to the eggs probably as soon as possible, swinging, getting a security check, and then getting some kind of value out of this one. And then also with the Elecmon, same thing. You're swinging early with it and hoping to get some kind of value because his on deletion effect says delete when your opponent's level 4 or level 3 Digimon. Really, really good. Super good card. And then the Gazimon, everybody knows what he does. He's just your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. Really good. Really super cool control base with these 6, and then here helping you go through the deck. We're also running these because of an option card later. It's one of the main reasons you run this purple lineup. I do the 3, 3, and 3. You don't want to see them all the time, and only running 9 rookies in a hybrid deck really isn't too big of an issue. You really want to think of your tamers and hybrid decks as rookies also because they are coming out hopefully from security for free, and then you're getting able to digivolve on top of them. All right, going to the best boy and probably the best card of BT7, if you ask me, is the Bokomon. Definitely the most influential. If you're running a hybrid deck and you're not running 4 Bokomon, I don't know what you're doing. It's a super good card, a lot of consistency, a lot of value, getting to on-play reveal the top 5, and a Tamer and or a hybrid to your hand is super, super good. And then being able to gain 2 memory when you digivolve on top of your hybrids is amazing. Bokomon, if you're running hybrid, you need to be running 4 of him. He is super good. All right, getting into the yellow cards, and we're running 4 of the Kazemons and 4 of the Zephyrmons. This is your level 4 hybrid package here. Just 2 costs to go on top of a Tamer, and then you can digivolve the Zephyrmon onto one of your Tamers as if it was a level 3 Digimon for a memory cost of 2. Also really relevant sometimes when you're wanting to just, cycle through your deck a little bit more and go on top of Zephyr, on top of the Kaze for just 1. You can do that. And then when digivolving, the Zephyrmon effect helps you control what your opponent's doing again. Like I said, what we're trying to do here. And it says if it has a hybrid in its traits or a Zoe in this Digimon's Devolution cards, all your secure Digimon gain 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn, which makes them really scared to try to attack into you, especially saying if any of these are in here, they're going to be killing. Most things that people are swinging with are not super strong. I want to say probably 7 is the threshold for this meta right now, what you're trying to get over. And as long as you're able to get over that, then you're good. Most decks can't get over the 9, especially with their swing with, unless they go into, their 10 warriors or anything big like that. But super consistent. You want to see these as much and as often as possible. So that's why you're maxing out at 4 of each of them. And then for the level 5 lineup, we're going to be doing the 1 Angelwomon, the 1 Rise Greymon, and the 4 Jet Sylphimon. The Angelwomon here, when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security type -2. Really relevant, really cool card. It'll stay on that Digimon even if they go into their bigger Digimon. which is super good if they're trying to go into one of their 10 warriors or anything like that, especially against red doing crazy shenanigans. And then really relevant, her inheritable effect when attacking if you have 3 or fewer security cards, which you get to manipulate your security in this deck, like yellow does really well pretty often. And then you get to play, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying some memory cost. Comes up pretty often. It's super good if you're able to, get that off. Next is the Rise Greymon. When Digivolve, you play 1 yellow tamer from your hand without paying its memory costs. Any on plays effects don't happen. But really good card. Super awesome. Love the card. And he's just really good. He helps you give you a little bit of aggression too when your security is 3 or less to help you get that security type +1. Really cool. Love the card. And then the Jet Sylphiamon. Got to run 4 of this. This is actually the card that makes yellow super crazy. It's just really not fair, but that's what makes this deck really good is the Jet Sylphiamon. The when Digivolve, if it has a hybrid or in its traits, you get 2 recovery +1, which is amazing. Just absolutely fantastic. And then when one of your Digimon with a tamer and its Digivolution Digivolves, you can reduce the cost by 2. So it's just for 1 Digivolving on top of one of the other hybrids and getting to recover card is amazing. I think this is the best card in the deck. It's what makes the hybrid yellow so fast and so grindy to be able to keep going throughout the game. And then for the 5s, you're going to be running. I'm going to be running 2 of the Shines and 2 of the Dynasmons. So only 2 of each of these because you're really only wanting to play these at the right opportunity. Like I said, this deck is really grindy, and you're going to be wanting to control the state of the game and really just let your tamers help you progress in memory and gaining a lot of advantage, and then finally going into one of these 2. But obviously, the Shine Greymon is the super aggressive version of the cards that you're wanting to go into, and then your Dynasmon is your staller. So when you're going to go into the Dynasmon, really good. When Digivolve and trash the top 2 cards, or trash the top card of your security stack, reveal the top 6 cards of your deck, and add up to 2 level 6 or lower Digimon among them to your hand. Trash the rest. Really good going on top of him and hopefully being able to recur. Really get any of these cards, which is super awesome. And then all turns once per turn when the card is moved from your security tag. If you have 3 or fewer security, trigger recover the +1. If you're playing against yellow, remember this effect. It can only happen when you're at the 3 or fewer security. I've seen and watched a lot of games where people try to get it off and they just forget. I hope that you don't let that happen to you. Then obviously everyone knows when Shine Greymon, he comes out, you suspend all your tamers for each tamer you suspend. Activate the following effect. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP for the turn, and then your turn you gain 1,000 for each tamer in play. So it counts your opponent's tamers too. So one thing to look into, he can come out really beefy, and he just helps you clear off the boards from your opponent and really get things going on. All right, and for the 1 level 7 is the Susanumon. Really good card. Helps you, add the hybrids and tamers back into your deck. So that way you're going to be grinding out and the game's going to go long. And he really helps you from decking out while being able to put a ton of pressure on the board against your opponent. Super great card. Love the Susanumon. I think the 1 of is enough. Anytime I tried running 2, I haven't liked to seen it in my hand. Obviously, if you get it in security and they check it, then it's fine. It's 15. It's done its purpose by killing something. But super good card. Love the Susanumon. Running the 1 of, reinforce a memory boost because it's at 1. If it was at anything else, you would run more. The card is just super broken. Really good to help you be able to pick and choose what goes into your security and add cards into your hand. And then also manipulate your memory a little bit. And then the control card for yellow, the Wyvern's Breath, super good. Being able to delete or minus 15,000 on anyone, which deletes most people, and it helps you get over any troublesome cards that can't be deleted by card effects and such. So really love the Wyvern's Breath. You're hoping, obviously, they get checked to security, but it doesn't feel bad sometimes to have to play it from your hand if they have a big threat and you want to be able to clear it. All right, and then we're going to be maxing out on 4 Zoe. Super good tamer. Love the Zoe. You got to run the 4 of it, so that way it's got the on an opponent's turn, all your security Digimon get 3,000. Like I said, that with the Zephyrmon, really boosts your security, and it makes your opponent really scared to want to try to swing into you because everything is just going to be so strong. Even these smaller guys, they'll have to risk dying to them if they end up getting the boost, from both of them. 3,000 stack, that's 6,000 for everyone, and it makes it really, really big threat. Then on play, she lets you search your security stack, and then if you had a hybrid 10 warriors, you get to recover one and take the card. So, like I said, you're getting to manipulate your board, you're getting to manipulate the cards of your hand a ton with her. And then the next card for tamers is TK, which is kind of doing the same thing as her. You get obviously it's a memory tamer, so you're getting to set your memory 3, and then on play, really getting to add whatever yellow piece you need from your security to your hand, and then being able to recover +1, 2 as well. 3 of the Kari Kamiyas, if you have 3 or fewer security, gain a memory, comes up a lot. These stack, and then this one being 3 really helps out a lot because you just think about this one as being one of your rookies to help you go onto your tamers, because a lot of times you don't feel bad about just playing down these tamers and ending your turn. If you're starting to turn, you miss the rookie or anything, and you play the tamer, especially the TK, you don't feel too bad about it because you can always go into your hybrids later. But she helps you manipulate the memory too at the start of your turn, along with the TK and Kari Kamiya. Really, really good card as well. If you have fewer security in your opponent, gain 2 memory. A lot of times at the start of your turn, you're going to be coming around through getting 3, 2, and 1 here, unless you have multiples of these, and it really just starts to stack up and get kind of crazy. And you're just hoping to get as many of these out as possible, all your tamers, and then being able to go into your shine or anything else after that, or really just rushing your opponent down with the hybrids afterwards. And then the last card of the deck is going to be the 3 Schwarz Lartzes. Really hard to pronounce. It's a super good card. I think also one of the best sleeper cards from the set that a lot of people should be looking out for if you're playing against anything that has purple in it. It just helps you clear the boards for each Digimon with hybrid trait. Each time you haven't played, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. And hopefully you're having a lot of these out, and you should, because you run a ton of them, and it just helps you clear off the boards, control the state of the game against your opponent. But that's the deck. If you try it, let me know. Put in a comment how it worked out for you, what you would change. If you guys need the list from here, here's the image there. If you want to take a screenshot of this, I'll probably put it into the chat so you guys can have it on there. But I hope you guys like the deck. Try it out. Don't forget to like the page and subscribe. Have a good one.